What's going on, everyone? We are going to do a quick kind of recap on Nvidia's price action today, and I'm going to kind of give you guys my opinion based on technical analysis and how I trade and see the charts through my own eyes. Potentially, what would be a good spot to potentially buy for a long? What's a good spot to potentially short this for a continued pullback back test? So overall market today was down quite significantly. I think the NASDAQ futures were down close to around 350 handles, 350 points, somewhere around that vicinity. Now we have, big earnings that started to kind of kick off with, obviously, we are looking at Netflix and Tesla yesterday and more to obviously come. So what I'm looking at here at Nvidia, currently down $15 on the day, 3.5%. We closed at a price of $455.20, and currently in the after hours, we are down just a couple more points. So one thing that I do want to focus on here, whether you are an investor, a swing trader, or a day trader, we need to understand some of these levels. Now, even if you're a long-term investor or a longer-term swing trader, the run that Nvidia has been on this year from January until present day has been absolutely astonishing. You should be at least taking some size off the table. You should be taking some profits off the table. Congratulations to everyone who's been in on this kind of runaway train. To all of you day traders out there, you guys who are coming into the market on a day in and day out basis, looking to take a point here, looking to take a point there, or even maybe some of you shorter term swing traders, if you are taking a look at Nvidia's price action now and barely starting to get long at a price of 480, 450, 460 points, you have missed the boat. It doesn't mean that you have missed every single move to the upside. It doesn't mean that you guys are late to the party in a sense where you won't be able to make any money. But if you are barely starting to catch wind of maybe I should be buying Nvidia to the long side now, we definitely have problems. And that's why I've built my community of evolution traders to kind of teach newer traders or even old existing traders who just haven't really kind of planted their flag yet on how to identify these moves. Okay, so that information will be down in the description box below. But if I kind of look at where Nvidia sits right now, today we kind of came down and we're testing this 10-day moving average. So if you go back some days here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, right? So almost a week, about a week and a half trading time here, when we really pushed off and punched off of the 10-day moving average, we were kind of looking at a continuation breakout over 432. So over 432, we traded all the way up to highs of 480. That's a $50 move in a matter of 3 to 4 days. Profits needed to be collected at that point in time. You have to be taking money on the way up. So as we come down to our original kind of push off spot, right, for this last little leg that we had here, we are going to keep an eye on Nvidia to see, do we hold this 448? Do we hold this 10-day moving average? If we hold the 10-day moving average and put in a little dead cat bounce, we will get stuck within a tight channel here between 448, which is a 10-day moving average, and a price of 464, which is the 5-day. Now, again, with this amount of kind of gap, right, with this amount of true range that Nvidia has, there's definitely some areas where we can get in, for some potential scalps, a day trade to kind of make money back to the long side if we do bounce. But your macro trade here would be a back test that does dead cat and then continues to lose and close below the 10-day moving average of 448, 449. That's a short position that I would want to be interested in, to potentially playing that back down to the 430s. So the 430s was, again, like I mentioned, our original continuation breakout. Okay, if we go back to, the 3rd, you go back to the 5th, the 7th of July, that's the original breakout spot. So if Nvidia does one of these numbers where it does dead cat, however, does not take out the highs of $471, and we start to backtrack and we lose 448, I would be looking to play that short position down into our next support of 433. Now, that doesn't mean that we're coming all the way back down to 389 or 325 or 318. all it means is that we're looking to capture a little bit of this pullback for the potential bounce. Again, if we lose 433, we've got more support at 424. Now, underneath 424 is when it can get a little bit hairy, because then it would be a free fall from around 424 all the way down to around 395. This would be the next macro short position trade that you would look to try to capture. So again, keep your eyes on this 10-day moving average. If Nvidia starts to close below the 10-day moving average, we would need the confirmation candle to come on a following day or the following week below the 10-day moving average, and that's the move we're going to want to try to capture all the way to 433. Again, at 433, you want to cover your profits into that area there. Remember, we don't have to touch 433. We could stop dead center at 440. Okay, so we just want to make sure we're taking 2, 4, 6 points off this move if it happens. Now, if we quickly break below intraday and then get bought back up and close over the 10-day moving average, then we're still going to need a confirmation through the lows before we can get short. We don't really want to take the first wave here short. Again, if you're a day trader or a scalper, maybe below 450 30s, we've got a little bit of room there. But again, try to take $1, $2, $3 as quickly as you can, and then get out of that position and see, do we close underneath or do we close back above? Then from there, we can take it a day at a time. I hope this video helps you guys. If you guys want more information, you guys want to trade with me, check the links down in the description box below. That's how you're going to get access to me on a day in and day out basis, live, 5 days a week, basically. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. If you guys enjoyed this one, you guys like this type of technical analysis, make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you guys been trading Nvidia long? Did you guys capture any of Nvidia short today? I'd love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.